The Eco Warrior Awards 2025 is more than a ceremony. It is a movement, a celebration of courage, commitment, and the relentless spirit of people who defend the earth. This year's gathering opened on a note of reverence. On National Forest Martyrs Day, the audience stood in silence to honor the brave women and men who laid down their lives protecting India's forests and wildlife. Their sacrifice reminds us why conservation is not a choice but a duty. From across the country, leaders, thinkers, and changemakers came together under one roof. Secretary General of the National Human Rights Commission, Bharat Lal, graced the evening as chief guest, joined by a constellation of eminent figures like S.K. Awasthi, Director General of Forests, S.P. Yadav, Director General of the International Big Cat Alliance, Jyotsna Sitling, Patron of the Indian Forest Service Association, and Mona Lisa Das, its Secretary General. Their presence affirmed the shared responsibility of protecting our natural heritage. Speaking on behalf of the Indian Forest Service Association, Mona Lisa Das highlighted how partnerships between government, civil society, and industry are essential to scale up conservation.
Conservation can't be the responsibility of forest officers alone. It is a shared responsibility and duty where the civil society communities and the institutions, they must come together in collaborations. Only by uniting awareness with action, we can secure a sustainable future for generations to come.
The evening unfolded as a journey through stories of innovation and resolve. Panels sparked dialogue on the future of ecotourism and the awakening of collective environmental consciousness. Experts and forest officers explored how community, engagement, technology, and creative thinking can shape a greener tomorrow. Their conversations echoed a powerful truth. Protecting nature is a shared endeavor that transcends professions and borders. Jyotsna Sitling, the first woman from a tribal community to join the Indian Forest Service, reminded the audience that the bond between nature and people is sacred.
In today's time of ecological devastations, it is all the more important to create awareness to the public in general about the role of our frontline conservation heroes. Foresters on the ground, especially the staff who are there in the forefront, face numerous serious dangers while protecting the India's natural resources. From armed criminals to violent wildlife, from hostile communities on the face of human-wildlife conflict to the threat from insurgents and political pressure notwithstanding. Today is also the day to emphasize and empathize how ground-level foresters perform exceptionally with less amenities under difficult situations.
As twilight deepened, the spotlight turned to the Eco Warrior Awards themselves. Each category honored an extraordinary commitment to conservation. Sonali Ghosh, Field Director of Kaziranga National Park, received the Wildlife Conservation Award for her leadership in safeguarding one of the planet's richest biodiversity hotspots. Since Dr. Sonali Ghosh could not be present at the evening, the Wildlife Conservation Award was graciously received on her behalf by Ms. K.M. Abharna. Parveen Kaswan, Divisional Forest Officer of Jaldapara Division, was recognized for frontline protection of endangered species. Irfan Rasool Wani, Chief Conservator of Forests in Kashmir, was celebrated for his steadfast defense of fragile Himalayan ecosystems. K.M. Abharna was honored for forging deep connections between communities and conservation. and Dr. S.K. Srivastava of Gujarat earned applause for pioneering the use of technology to strengthen forest management. Innovative initiatives that captured national attention were also celebrated. Project Cheetah, which reintroduced the magnificent cat to Indian soil, was represented by Uttam Kumar Sharma of Kuno National Park. The inspiring campaign Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam, inviting every citizen to plant a tree in their mother's name, was accepted by Sunil Chaudhary on behalf of Uttar Pradesh, which set a world record by planting more than 31 crore trees in a single day. The pinnacle of the evening was the Lifetime Achievement Award presented to Dr. H.S. Singh, former Principal Chief Conservator of Forests, Gujarat. His decades of service stand as a testament to what one life dedicated to environment can achieve. The ceremony also honored organizations whose sustained efforts support ecological balance. GAIL India Limited, Indian Oil Corporation, and Karnataka Soaps and Detergents Limited. A special appreciation went to internationally acclaimed wildlife photographer and documentary maker Muhammad Aslam Warisi, whose lens captures the untamed beauty we strive to protect. Dr. S.K. Awasthi applauded the awardees for turning vision into measurable impact. He spoke of India's remarkable growth in forest cover, but warned that climate change demands even greater urgency.
Today is a very sacred day, the Forest Martyrs' Day. And we all gather here to remember all those countless people who laid their life in the service of nation and in the service of a green nation. There are also countless number of people or countless number of persons who are working in the forest department who relentlessly work day and night without caring about their comfort, without caring about what kind of lifestyle they are living deep inside the forest. This day gives us an opportunity to remember all of them. I am very thankful to Indian Forest Service Association and Indian Mastermind who made this a very lively event. They also tried to honor people who have done exemplary works in the field of forestry and environment.
Between awards, the audience witnessed the launch of a commemorative e-book and a special video chronicling the eco-warrior journey from 2023 to 2025. A heartfelt video message from Union Environment Minister Bhupendra Yadav reinforced the urgency of collective action.
नमस्कार। भारत की जो प्राकृतिक संपदा है उसका संवर्धन के लिए, उसकी रक्षा के लिए और उसके माध्यम से प्रकृति के साथ संतुलन बनाए रखने के लिए हमारे फॉरेस्ट ऑफिसर दिन और रात मिलकर के काम करते हैं। इंडिया मास्टरमाइंड के साथ मिलकर 2023 से उन्होंने एक ये नई परंपरा शुरू करी है कि इको वॉरियर अवार्ड देने का कार्यक्रम वो कर रहे हैं। पिछले 2 कार्यक्रमों में मैं उनके बीच में उपस्थित भी रहा हूं। फॉरेस्ट एरिया एक ऐसा एरिया है जहां पर आज के समय में हमें नए दबावों में काम करना है। मैन एनिमल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट का विषय हो, डिग्रेडेशन ऑफ फॉरेस्ट का विषय हो, वाटर बॉडीज की समस्या हो, एंडेंजर्ड स्पीशीज के प्रोटेक्शन का विषय हो, वाइल्ड लाइफ क्राइम का विषय हो और सबसे बड़ी बात देश के ग्रीन कवर बढ़ाने का लक्ष्य हो। हम सबको एक कठिन परिस्थितियों से जूझते हुए इन उद्देश्यों को आगे बढ़ाना होता है।
Finally, Chief Guest Bharat Lal delivered an inspiring address. He reminded everyone that environmental stewardship is not merely an act of preservation, but an investment in human rights, health, and the very future of our nation.
I also commend Indian Forest Service Association that they came up with a very wonderful idea, all women office bearer. I think very genuinely very thoughtful step. I tell you, when I saw that news that evening, when it came to me, I was very sweetly surprised that officers of this service, the people who are in that association, they have internalized that this country, what way, in what direction it is moving. I'm sure that this must have been one of the toughest jobs for jury, because the kind of names and the kind of work even I am aware of and the kind of nominees I was seeing, that of course it must have been very, very, very difficult. So, I congratulate the jury for doing an outstanding job, and those who could not make it, I'm pretty sure that they continue to contribute, and in future we will be listening more. But more importantly, that all those awardees today, I think today you have got a higher responsibility. Keep in mind that if you are given certain award, you become a kind of mentor.
As the night drew to a close, applause filled the hall not only for the awardees, but for the idea that unites them. A belief that when individuals act with vision and persistence, entire landscapes can recover, species can rebound, and hope can flourish. The Eco Warrior Awards 2025 leaves us with a simple, powerful call. Each tree planted, each wetland restored, each child taught to love the natural world is a step towards a healthier planet. These stories prove that change begins with people willing to stand up for the earth. This is the spirit of the Eco Warrior Awards, honoring those who turn vision into impact and lighting a path for all of us to follow.